Okay, this is update number 7, and so if you looked at my last unofficial video, you'll notice that there was some pixels missing right like in the corner of here, and then in the PWM menu down here, a little bit here and a little bit in here. And it's what the deal was when I wrote the new algorithm to fill an area of the screen. Every time it wrote a row, it would lose a pixel. So after you wrote 10 or 20 rows, then you would really notice it. So I had to start over, and it took me about a day to get that worked out. But now I saved a lot of code by reusing that algorithm to fill all the squares for the buttons and the header menu and the slider bar and the progress bar. All that stuff's done with just one piece of code. All you have to do is tell it the start and the stop and the color you want. Okay, so I cleaned up the font. You can see that right away. I got some capitals here. I didn't do all the letters and numbers. I didn't do any numbers. I just did what I'm using right now because it takes a lot of time. I have to code. It's every character is a 16-bit by 16-bit matrix. So every bit has to be mapped for a 0 or a 1 for every character. And it takes time. So I just did the letters that I'm using right now. So I also trimmed up the bar, the header bar a little bit, kind of made it a little bit smaller. And when I did the font letters, I took the bold out. I lightened it up so the letters became thinner. And using only 8 bits per, well, 16 bits per line doesn't allow me any anti-aliasing or anything like that. It's just blocks, pixels. So maybe later I'll do that, but it takes more memory space to do that. So I added port E. It works the same as before. It just, you can change the bits on the port. So now I have 2 ports. Later I'm gonna take this exit. All the exit buttons are gonna come off to save some room, and they'll go up here like actual windows and have a little X so you can close it. And then on the PWM, I added, well, I just cleaned up the bar a little crisper. The color goes along with the scheme, and that's pretty much it for right now. I optimized a lot of code that you can't see from here. Alright.